Because of that belief, she treated the little girl she took home with shocking cruelty. Years passed. The child whom she named Efe grew up without affection. Osas insulted her constantly. She gave her the hardest chores. She denied her the care and tenderness every child deserved. Many neighbors were disturbed by the way she treated the girl. "Why do you hate your own daughter?" they often asked, but Osad would simply dismiss them. Even her husband became concerned. Sometimes he secretly comforted Efe when her mother made her cry. Meanwhile, in Efe's home, the other little girl named Osariemen was growing into a bright, confident and a beautiful child. She attended excellent schools. She enjoyed opportunities most children could only dream of. Efe loved her with all her heart. The two girls grew up living completely different lives. One surrounded by love, the other surrounded by pain. And Osat believed she was watching her own daughter enjoy the life she deserved. 15 years later, Osat's jealousy returned even more stronger than ever. One afternoon, she attended a school event where Osarimen was receiving an award. The young girl stood confidently on stage, speaking with so much intelligence and grace. The audience applauded her. Osa stared at her with pride. "That's my daughter," she said. That night, she made a decision. The time had come to reclaim what she believed belonged to her. The next day, Osas visited Efe's house. Her face was tensed, her hands trembled. Then she spoke. "Osarimen is my daughter." Efe's face turned pale. "That is impossible," she whispered. "I sweet the babies myself." The room felt silent. Everyone stared at Osas. Efe looked at her friend in disbelief. "You did what?" The confession left everyone speechless. Efe felt as though her world had collapsed. Tears filled her eyes. The person she had trusted like a sister had betrayed her in the most unimaginable way. Eventually, both families agreed to conduct a DNA test. If Osas was telling the truth, the result would prove it. The waiting period was agonizing. Then the results arrived. Everyone gathered to hear them. The doctor opened the report. He looked at the both families. Then he spoke. The DNS confirmed that Osariemen is Efe's biological daughter, while Efe is Osa's biological daughter. Osa's face turned pale. "That is impossible," she whispered. "I sweet the babies myself." Before anyone could speak further, an elderly woman slowly stood from the back of the room. She was a retired nurse from the hospital. Disappointment filled her face as she looked at Osas. "I saw you that night," she said. The room became silent. "I saw you exchange the babies while your friend was sleeping." Osas froze. The nurse continued. "After you returned to your bed, I switched them back to their right places." A gap swept through the rooms. Osas staggered backward. For 15 years, she had believed she was punishing another woman's child. For 15 years, she had believed her own daughter was enjoying a life of comfort elsewhere. But the truth was crueler. The child she insulted, neglected, and made her suffer was her own daughter, her own flesh and blood. At that moment, Osas realized that the trap she had set for her friend had trapped her instead. She broke down in tears as she begged Efe for forgiveness. But some wounds do not heal easily. Efe listened quietly. Years of pain stood between them. Efe also wept. not because she had lost a child, but because she had lost a friend. The friendship that has survived poverty, childhood, and time could not survive betrayal. Eventually, Eve chose to forgive her mother, but she never forgot what happened. And Osa spent the rest of her life trying to earn back the love she had carelessly thrown away. The community never forgot the story. It became a lesson to everyone. Jealousy can make a person dig a pit for another, only to discover they have fallen into it. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button for more interesting and amazing stories. See you in the next tale. Bye.